Hello. As you may or may not know, the new expansion just came out. Well, last week now. But in that expansion, I don't know if it was because of a new season or the new expansion, but they gave me a bunch of decks. So these decks here. Let's see. So these decks here, all the way down to here, are all new decks that I've never played. And they just gave me for free with the new expansion. So, what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and start just playing some of these decks, see what they do. And so the daily task is cast 20 black or green spells. And just so happens one of the decks they gave me is a black and green one, so I'll go ahead and start with this one. I have a decent idea based on the picture on the front what this deck does. We shall see. And that's my new little avatar that they gave me with the mastery path. So okay, skeletons. Okay, so it looks like these cards either create a creature or come back from the graveyard. Another one of these guys, sure. So if a creature dies, this person gets a +1 counter. Okay. So we can bring out this guy, which comes back from the graveyard. Or we can bring out... So I only have one swamp, so basically I can bring one of these guys out, or this guy. He's probably gonna attack with this guy. He has vigilance. When this guy gets a +1 counter, he draws a card. Oh, I know this guy. Whenever this guy attacks while saddled, he doubles the number of counters on target creature. So again, I only have one swamp. Not super helpful, because most of the creatures I have to cast are a swamp. And this little symbol here is from the the new Foundations expansion. That one is Outlaws of Thunder Junction. I'm not sure what this one is. They're thinking about it. this guy puts a counter, probably on this guy. Let me put a counter on that guy. So whoever, if this guy attacks, the counters get doubled, so probably this one. So he's gonna have, yeah, of course. So none of these cards are from the newest expansion. Okay, well, okay, I got a swamp now. What was that? Oh, it's an instant. I never played this deck before, so maybe it would help if I read the cards first. I thought it was a creature. Learning. So this guy has 2 counters. Whenever one or more counters are put on another permanent you control, if it's the first time counters have been put on that permanent, blah blah blah. Why does he have 8? I don't know. How did he get 8 counters on him? Oh, so sure. Well, that was a spectacular fail. Play again, so we can meet our daily requirement of casting 20 black or green spells. He must not have liked the cards that he got. All right. Play again. See if I can figure out how to play this deck. There's a warlock. Creates an insect. Okay. So this is basically the exact same. Yeah, I've seen this card before, but in a different expansion set. Stomble. So we'll bring this guy out. Basically a zombie. He's a skeleton that comes back from the graveyard. So. Well, I know this deck. I have a version of this. Well, I need another land at this point. There's not really any point in attacking. He'll kill him, he'll create a creature, I don't know, unless I want a flying guy. Or probably would have been better off blocking, but at least I can get past his ground-bound guys. But if he's got... So this card, basically, you can have as many as you want in your deck. So his whole deck could be just filled with this card. And every time he plays this card, it creates a number of white rabbit tokens equal to the number of these cards that are on the battlefield. So I could cast this on this guy. So basically it'll create less creatures. So he'll block with this guy. I'll just attack with this guy. So this one turns into a demon. Okay. So he casted 2 of these and then he got 3 of these. Yeah, of course he did. So I'll block with that guy. I really need a land. There we go. So this one. Attack with this guy. Of course, that's all he has in his hand, apparently. Another one of those. I mean, if he's just going to keep casting these, there's not a whole lot I can do. So. He's gonna he's gonna have a zombie. You know what would this deck needs like a pest control. Yeah. So far, I am not impressed with this deck. Not really very good. Yeah, I have a version of that. Noble Hair, or whatever his name is. So as I can tell, every single land for the new expansion, all the special lands, they come in tapped. There's a few lands for the earlier expansions that I like to use because they're dual lands, but they don't come into play tapped. So he's thinking. You got a Mr. Golem over here. Okay, he's using the time he's thinking about it. In the meantime, we'll enjoy his card style over here. This is the one that came with the new expansion set. Not my favorite. I wish there was a way that you could make this guy. I wish there was a way so you could customize it so each deck you could put a different card sleeve on. I mean, how hard would it be to do that? Make it so, I mean, doesn't seem like it would be that hard. Customize each deck with their own card sleeves. Because as of right now, if you choose a card sleeve, it goes on all your decks. If you want to change your card sleeve, like, you have to change it like before you play with a certain deck. So you have to physically, I mean not physically, but you have to go find the deck that you want to play and then go in and find the aesthetics and then apply the card sleeves. I mean, you can do that, but it'd be easier if you could just put whatever card sleeve you want on whatever deck you want. That's kind of a cool land, kind of a dystopian landscape with a giant sentinel robot. So this guy, rather than, I don't know if he went AFK or lost his connection. Don't know. Anyway. So I gotta go into my profile and then go into card sleeves and then like choose a card sleeve, and then that sets your card sleeves for all of your decks. So I got some more. I think the last two games we played, they either conceded at the beginning or used all their timeouts. Alright, we got some skeletons, but no lands to play the skeletons. Okay. This could go horribly wrong. Another forest. Keep that, I guess. Do I want to attack with this guy? Probably not. Legendary creature. Creates a zombie. Sure. So now he's gonna create a rogue token. And this guy. How does so he got a +2? I don't know. But because this guy entered, it triggered this. And this guy's a zombie, so he got a +1. This guy's a zombie, so he got a +1. But how does he get 2 counters on him? Oh. That's kind of a cool art. Other zombies get +1 and have death touch. And he killed my guy somehow. I'm gonna block this guy, I guess. Like, that's really super helpful. Sure, so we got this. Could have used that last turn anyway. I'm dead. Yep. How many spells did I cast that turn? That game? Like 3? Yeah, 3 spells I cast. These free decks aren't that great. Just near as I can tell anyway. So, swamp. This guy. This guy seems pretty good, but he costs 6. No, he's got red, so that usually means that he's got some direct damage. So if this guy dies, it creates an insect. If this guy dies, he just comes back. Huh. He just decided to block. Okay. We could have killed him if he, well, then he'd be dead. See, here we go. This is a dual land that enters untapped, but only if you control 2 or fewer lands. So I wish they had more like this. And they definitely don't have them in the new expansion set. That's saying that I can sacrifice another creature. This creature gets unblocked, but I'd rather have it be blocked, because then that means I can get rid of one of these guys. He's got reach. Oh, he's got war leaders call. All creatures get +1. Whenever a creature enters, it does damage to... Whenever a creature enters, it does 1 damage to your opponent. So he got another guy, so he's going to do another damage. All your creatures get +1, so all these tokens have +1. Cool. Okay. So all of my... So I attack with this guy. I'd rather have this guy as a blocker. I'll just attack with these 2 guys. Oh, I attacked with this guy. Oh, man. That was my mistake. Do I want this guy to be unblocked? I have to sacrifice another creature to do it. Let's see if he blocks. Probably gonna block this guy. He might block this guy with more than 1 guy. Yep. So, let's see. War leaders call, okay. And all these guys get another +1. He's a flying guy. So... bring this guy out. So what this guy says is your opponent may sacrifice a creature to tap this guy. But he gets a +1 counter. So I'm just gonna go ahead and attack with all these guys. So what I can do is, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and attack. Now I'm gonna sacrifice this guy. So this guy is unblocked. And this guy creates a flying token. Because he died. And I can bring this guy back. think I have enough to cast this guy now as well, yeah. So I have blocker for this guy. What is it? Oh, I see he's gonna, he was thinking about it. He was thinking about, I'll cast this guy. And then I'll bring this guy out. And then I'll attack with well, everybody basically. And then I'll sacrifice this guy. And he comes back as a demon. Okay. So this guy gets a +1 because a creature died this turn. So he's got lifelink, so he'll gain 3 life. Somebody 2 +1/+1 counters on a creature. About this guy. So he's dead, basically. Because I got too many flying guys. Yep. So, okay, that's how that deck is supposed to work. You sacrifice creatures and then they come back. And then your other creatures get counters on them. And then you can make them unblockable by sacrificing other creatures, I see. So that satisfied the, I got an orb. Go to the mastery, so you can unlock this guy. But he's here? No. Whoops. Well, that's not this. So you unlock this guy at level 30. And then this guy is at level 60. Okay. Level 60. I got a ways to go. I'm currently level 15. Okay. So with some effort, I should be able to get level 80. Hey, I don't know. Depends on how long this season is. Because I bought the Mastery Pass, so we'll see how far we get, I guess. Again, I'm still only level 15. I got a ways to go for sure. So the orbs, you can buy card styles. I have this one. Go ahead and buy this one. There we go. These are all the sleeves you can buy. Cool. Oh, 83 days. So basically, It's already been a week. It's taken me a week to get to level 15. What am I at? Level 15. So another, geez, 2.5, 2 3/4 months to get to level 80. Or 90? Level 90. Wow, okay. I mean, that's a little longer than the last one. Well, done with that deck. I don't know if I want to keep it. But these decks where it says enter deck name, yeah, I don't I guess you have to play it and decide whether what the name of it is. I'll go ahead and play a couple of these. I don't know if I mean, I literally have not played any of these decks. This one looks kind of interesting. So if the picture on the front is what I think it is, it's a creature that attacks, and every time another creature attacks besides that creature, it gets a +1, and it creates a gnome token for the number of counters on the creature. So every time another creature attacks, it gets a +1, and every time it gets a +1, it creates counters or attacking gnome tokens. The thing about decks that have more than one color in them, it requires more than one color land, clearly. Oh, so this one only has, maybe it's not that deck. You may not have that card in it, because this is all foundations. I think I'd rather have... There's another card that says this creature can... It's Death Touch and Lifelink. But it only costs 1. This one costs 2. And it has Death Touch and Indestructible. This is Fairy deck. You can pay 2 to take a tap counter, what do they call it? A stun token, yeah. So all of these cards either require a red and a black, or a black, or 4 red. Okay. Whatever. It's the only creature I have, so, that I can cast currently. Raid. This ability triggers if a creature you control attack this turn. I'm gonna get overwhelmed with flying guys here. You could pay 2 to untap this guy. But he only has a 2 defense, so looks like he can get killed quite easily. Or I could cast this on him. I think that's kind of the idea. Oh, what's this guy do? So I could, yeah, I'll just cast this guy. I won't attack. I can't block these guys. So that's gonna be a problem. At least I don't have vigilance. So this guy has raid. Is that what that symbol means? Oh, okay. The little swords crossed means raid. Phyrexian worm. So this exact same creature, I think, is in the Phyrexian expansion set. When this creature enters, creature your opponent controls get -2 until end of turn. Oh, okay. I see, I see. Oh. Come on. He killed my guy. So if I had 2 more swamps, oh, not enough swamps. So, so he's gonna, so if I tackle this guy, I'll put this guy out. And then I will, he doesn't have trample. So I won't be able to. The raid only, this raid ability only triggers if someone attacked. So what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and attack with this guy. And see if he blocks. Okay, he blocked. Now I'm going to cast this on this guy. He gets indestructible and death touch. No. Well, he countered my spell, which is what blue decks do. Good for you. So that card cost 3. That's the thing about blue decks. Like, you have to look and see how many land they have untapped. Because they're like, oh, look, I have counter spell to play on you. Okay, well, I got this guy. He's fun. I'm surprised it let me cast that. He must not have had a counter spell. So because I don't have a block flying guy, so yeah, he's gonna kill me next turn because I can't block his flying guy. But I've got 3 untapped lands, so I'm not sure. I haven't seen this raid thing trigger. When a creature enters, if you attack this turn, also. So you have to cast it after you attack? Okay, whatever. What did he do? Get cards from his graveyard? What happened? He just had those cards in his hand. Well, the worm guy was fun. What else we got? Blue, I am not a fan of blue. I mean, when I see blue, I just see little flying guys, counter spell. I'm just like, eh. I mean, the Duskmourn expansion had some pretty good blue cards, but I don't know about the Foundations expansion. Oh yeah, see? 2 flying fairies. That's what I see. Exile. Creature. Exile. Creature. What's this one? Gain 2 life, draw 2 cards. That's not terrible, but it costs 5. So yeah, I mean, this deck is not very fast. So it costs 3 to ensnare a person. Sheltered by Ghosts is way better than that. Create some flying fairies. It's funny, little fairies got like, was that a coin for a shield? And like a toothpick for a sword? Well, I could cast this on this guy, I guess. Sure. He gained 2 life because of that guy. Like I got every single one of these in my deck in my opening hand. Okay. guess I could use another land. Not a tapped land. This creature has flying as long as it's attacking. When this creature enters, draw a card. So this guy basically prevented, whenever you gain a life, this guy does a damage to me. But combat damage. Okay, so I'm basically dead. So do I have a land? No, I do not. This guy only has flying. So if he casts a creature, basically I'm dead. I mean, I can attack, but he's probably not going to. I'll just say no attacks. Yep. So these guys are really good. Cause even though the offspring cost is 3, if you can get both of these guys out, whenever you gain a life, it does a damage to your opponent. And this guy like doubles that basically. And then this card makes it so whenever a creature enters, you gain a life. So, and because these have offspring, 2 creatures enter, gain 2 life, do basically 4 damage each turn every time a creature comes into play. So, pretty good. Actually, I'll play one of the decks that I made. I made a deck. Actually, a couple of decks. I think one of them is Alchemy, I know. For this one, I made this deck. I'll play with this one. This is a mono white cat deck that I made. See if I can get it to work. So if there are 3 creatures on the battlefield, this gets a +1 token every turn. I don't don't know why this is an alchemy card. Because it's just a 1/2 cat. Doesn't do anything. Then we got this guy, he's a flying guy. This guy, when he gains life, he gets a +1. Let's do the flying guy. So he's a cat, but he's a flying cat. So we'll cast this. And then we'll cast this. And I gain a life. And I'll attack with this guy. I need a flying guy to block this guy. Because I will block this guy. No matter what. Because what that guy does is, this is the reason why this card is alchemy card, is because whenever this guy's on the battlefield and you gain life, it gives a random card plus X, where X is the amount of life that you gain. So because he's got a life link, even though he died, he gained 2 life. And so one of these cards in here just got a +2/+2 because that card caused him to gain life. Now this card, he gets a +1 for every life you gained. So I'm gonna go ahead and attack with this guy. Well, actually, he'll block this guy. I don't want to attack with this guy. But if he blocks this guy, he'll be dead. Unless he's got a... This card gets +1 and indestructible until end of turn, blah, blah, blah. Oh, no. My favorite lion. Well, maybe not my favorite, but, you know. This guy, what does he do? Each other angel enters with a plus blah blah blah. What's that? I don't know that symbol. Looks like a pair of brass knuckles with wings on it. Okay. So this is the guy that got the +2/+2 from that stupid bat. I don't have any flying guys, so... There's that. If I could get this guy out. He's got some flying guys. Sure. Why not? We'll get all the Sarahs out. All the Sarah angels. I mean, I can't block, and if I attack, I can't kill that person, so... Maybe I'll just try to keep as many creatures on the battlefield as I can for now. So, I mean, I can block with these guys, so I can block this guy. I can block this guy. He doesn't have first strike yet. I mean, I'm sure he could come up with some sort of way of killing me. So basically he sacrificed that creature. I don't know if he knew that's what he was doing at the time. This guy only gets 1+1 until end of turn. So I guess I'll keep this guy. So this creature basically says all your other creatures get a +1 when they attack. I'll keep my guys around for now. So if I could get rid of some of these guys. So if I get enough guys on the battlefield, whenever they attack, they get a +1 until end of turn. Oh, they killed my guy. That makes me sad. Okay. Should I gain some life? No, because I'll use it to create another cat creature. I'll just go and attack with everything. He's only got one blocker. Oh, freaking, he's got his stupid bat guy back out again. Whatevs. I'll just attack him again next turn. Oh, my flying guy's tapped. I could have blocked. Oh well. I think I have a doll maker's shop in this. What? Ugh. So. How do they gains lifelink? Well, he doesn't have haste, so. Seriously? That's annoying. Anyway, that was my cat deck. Alright. Did I win any games legit today? Maybe I'll try my, where is that? Made a deck. Where is it? Here it is. I'll play this deck and then, I'll see if I can't do the trick. Okay. So what do I got here? I got Tiny Bones, Pickpocket, and Castium. He's not going to attack with this guy. He's out for a very specific reason, and that's to gain life. But if I could get rid of him... Oh, come on. I hate this guy. What's he gonna take? I'm guessing this one? Or this one? This one, pay 3, search your library for a card. Yes, of course. But I'm just gonna kill that guy. Huh. There you go. Attack with this guy. Alright. Level the playing field a little bit there. So, cast that. Discard a card. Upgrade this to level 2. It costs 4. So he's got a Tiny Bones Pickpocket. He's acting like he's got a destroy target enchantment in there. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and I need this guy as a blocker. I'll use this guy as a blocker as well. He takes damage because he has one or fewer cards in his hand. Gain a life. Okay. He gets a +1. He gets a +1. Because this is on the battlefield when a creature comes into... Well, of course I'm gonna block. Jeez. Alright, so... this, you have to sacrifice a creature to draw 2 cards. Search your library for a card. It's always going to be this guy. Sacrifice this guy. Draw 2 cards. Okay. This could end badly. But what I need is not this guy. I'll cast this guy. What? So I can block this guy. So now I need not this guy. I've got 5. I'm dead. I didn't get to do the thing. I got to gain a life, but yeah. So this card worked exactly the way it was supposed to. Very good. I'm gonna play this deck one more time, see if I can get it to work. I got pickpocket guy. I got shoot the sheriff. I can't cast that because I don't have enough mana. Another shoot the sheriff. I can cast this guy now. Now I have a kill this guy. Attack with both these guys. Cast that guy. I'll go ahead and attack with this guy and this guy. Is he gonna block? Draw a card. I didn't really want it to be a... He's got a flying guy. Does he block? Yes, he does. Now I don't get to cast this because this guy, of course. Oh, he's got something up his sleeve, I'm sure. Well, I don't want to. I'm just going to go ahead and attack with this guy. See what happens. See what he's got. So this is when an enchantment enters and when you fully unlock a room. So I've got lots of cards. He's only got... I'll just go ahead and attack with this guy. Is he gonna block? He must have like power him up. I don't know. We'll see. And now I've got this guy. This guy. So let's see. Whenever an opponent discards a card, each opponent discards a card, which costs so he's only got one flying guy. Sacrifice, return target creature. I don't think he can do anything. He's gonna have to block. So he's gonna sacrifice this guy. He's gonna bring this guy back. Yep. Activate this guy. Oh. Discards a card. My bad. So he's got two flying guys, so he can block. So if this guy attacks and either one of these guys blocks, this guy gets a +1. I'm just not gonna attack. Oh man. He killed my guy. because he got this guy back. Yeah, that's a ball ache. Yeah, I know. Yeah, if he didn't have a way to get that guy back, I would have won already. Alright. We'll call it good. See ya. And thank you, and as always, we'll see you next time.